Alright, welcome back to Dale Kramer's Custom Cars and Anything. This is another video. This is just going to be a fast one. We're going to put the sprague bushing and bearing together. So what we're going to do is, I use Vaseline on some stuff, you know, and when you're in a bind, that works good. You know, so what we're going to do, we're going to put a little bit on the edge of the sprague bearing here. Just a little bit there. Just use it sparingly. Don't have to go nuts with it because it'll spread around. Yep. Now we're just going to lay this in here like that. Put some more on here. Hand's probably in the way, but you get what I'm saying. And then 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yeah, okay, that's right. I thought I had 11 there. Then we'll start by putting these spring retainers. You know, they're kind of Z's. We're going to put them in each slot. What we do is we compress them and we set them in there. Okay. So this will take a few minutes. We've got 12 of them to do. One, 2, 3. 4. 5. Make sure that we put them in the 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10 is coming up. Let's skip that one. 10 there. 10. 11. 12. Then we got a slide. Okay, I'm gonna do it. I don't know which way this would be better. Slide them down. Bearing in and slide it back. Slide it down. Put bearing in. and slide it back. Pull the spring down, put it in and slide it back. And then drop the screwdriver. Press the spring, slide the bearing in, and slide back. Spring, slide the bearing in, and slide back. It's a tedious process. It kind of sucks, actually. But you just keep going. And the last couple are the ones that sometimes seem to bear. Okay, so we got one left. Okay. That's going to be the bear, I bet. Okay. Now we'll turn it. It should turn clockwise, but not counterclockwise. Okay. And then let's get some light on it. Now this is the point you need to inspect this. This has to be right. There is no room for error. Okay, I'm going to inspect it first and then I'll bring it in there. I'm inspecting it right now. Okay, gotta go through it one more time. I'm double checking my work here. and then I'll show you why. Because if you mess this up, you'll mess the whole transmission up. Okay. Let's bring this light over here. Let's bring you into it. I'm trying to do this as best I can for detail. Let's fold in my thing here. Let's bring this up a couple notches. Okay. As you can see, you have a steel retainer. Let's see, I wonder if I can pull. And then my hand gets in the way of the light. You have a steel retainer. Then the spring sets against it. Make sure that spring's not over that retainer. So the spring's got to be up against it. And then the bearing. And to put that in together is you set the spring in there. And then you push up against that, and then you can slide the bearing in. And you got to repeat and rinse, and you know what I'm saying. Repeat it on every one. There's 12 of them in here. Got to make sure each one is up against the retainer. Like here, I wonder if I can compress this one. Maybe I can reach down there. Let's see, I'm trying to... Yeah, you see that for a second there? Okay, you see how that's against that? I don't know if you've seen how I pushed it. So when you inspect it, you got to make sure everyone is identical. That spring should be between the bearing, the roller bearing that you see there, the roller, and then, you know, you should see that. And it should be all consistent. Okay? And I'm looking at it again, making sure, and look at it again, making sure that they're all consistent. You mess this up, you mess your whole transmission up. Then you're done. There shouldn't be no bends, no nothing. I'm looking at it again just to make sure. Okay. Now I'm just going to take you guys back out of there. You know, and then, oh yeah, one quick thing here. The bearing should only turn one way. Okay? See, this turns this way, but so it turns clockwise, but it doesn't turn counterclockwise. Okay? Hopefully you understand what I'm saying. It's very important that you do that. Now I'm going to take you back out of there and I'm going to double check it again. I want to get my head way in there and look. I don't want to mess this tranny up. So let's get this back to normal here if we can. Take a second here. Here goes the camera again. Well, that camera stand there, that thing's so... The legs ain't wide enough. Doesn't have good enough stance on it. And in turn it screws everything up. So now I'm going to block the way here for a second because I just want to make sure. That's good. That's good. That's good. That's good. I don't want to mess up this transmission, so I'm trying to help you guys, but I gotta watch what I'm doing too at the same time. Okay. Okay, so there it is. Yeah, I think we're good to go here. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to turn this a little bit to seat everything. Perfect. And you want to note that the bearing rolls up into the tight area and then it rolls down. It allows it to act like a one-way bearing. Okay? The bearing does not go up against those little steel pieces. The spring does. Then the bearing, or then the roller, I should call it the roller, goes up. Okay? So we got the sprague back together. Okay? So now I'll put a little bit of, you want to use petroleum jelly sparingly. You don't want to smear things just nuts, because it'll work its way around, you know. Okay? Okay, so we're good to go there. So we're done there. The sprague is back together. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put the output shaft support in. So, and you might have noticed, I really got this thing clean, you know. Oh, there's something. What that was part of an old petroleum jelly there, or whatever you want to call it. So let's take this situation here. Something will hold that light for a second. Let's tip this back up now. Okay, now let's get the camera set up here. I just gotta look, make sure that we're shooting at the right thing, which it looks like we are. Are we recording? Yes, we are. Okay, so that concludes the sprague. Now, as for the output shaft, I looked at it. It looks worse than what it is. It's actually not bad at all. You know, so I'm going to reuse it. So I'm going to reuse this output shaft support. So what we got to do here is we're going to put just a tidbit of petroleum jelly on this surface. Don't get nuts with it now again, guys. Okay? We're just going to kind of put some of this around. I got tranny assembly lube coming. I just ran out. So when you're in trouble and you don't have any, you know, you can use petroleum jelly. So, okay. Okay, now the next step is to, you see there's 3 holes there and 1 there. There's 3 holes there and 1 there. Okay? Some people use studs to line it up, but I get it really close and then you can turn it like this. Okay? Some of them fit tight. And we got our bolts. Just a tidbit. Something to lubricate the bolt up when it's going into the hole. Okay, now that sounds like a personal problem. What we'll do is we'll line that up. Now I cleaned that and I blew it out, and I cleaned it and I blew it out, and I cleaned it and blew it out, made sure it was just absolutely clean. We have to make sure, and I can't stress it enough, and you're probably sick of me saying it already, that things have to be super clean, you know? So, let's see here. I'm going to try to do this as best I can in detail. It's so hard with the camera equipment that I have because I broke my camera stand that was awesome before, but now I got my cheap one out, and so it's hard to record, but I want to get you guys in as close as I can here. Now what we're going to do is I set my torque wrench at 150 inch-pounds, that is. I think it's also known about 17 foot-pounds. But I set it at 150 inch-pounds. I'm going to find the socket here, which that's not it. I believe it's 7/16 if I... That's half inch of that there. I guess I was wrong, they're half inch. I don't know, lately sometimes my... So let's get our hand on here. We're going to torque this one first, kind of like a wheel. Let's just kind of do this routine. We're not torquing them yet. We're just getting them so they seat like that. Okay, here we go. So 150 inch-pounds. There it is. Okay. I like to nudge it after the click, you know, just to make sure. Because you can feel a bolt stop. Okay. Nudge it, and I'll check them. Nudge it. Nudge it. And when you're done, check your torque wrench that didn't move. No, still set at 150 inch-pounds. Okay, so there's that. Now, the governor ring the bell again. Now here's the input shaft. I'm going to go spray it off, make sure that's clean. Okay. So now you'll install your new rings on here, which I've done. Okay. But I see a little dust on it. So what I want to do, I'm just going to go spray it off. I want to make sure we're good. And I'm going to blow it off. So hang on a second. Let's see, where did I go? Okay, so there it is. The governor, I'm not going to get in detail. Okay, I'm not gonna rebuild the governor on this thing. This thing is in such remarkable condition because it was all rebuilt. So normally I would. Now, like the A518, that's got electronic governor in it. You know, that what it does is controls the fluid to the governor. You know. So, and I want to put some. I'm going to put some Vaseline on these rings. Okay. And then what I want to do, put some here in this hole, in this area, which I did earlier. Now, these rings, I'm going to make sure they're opposing. Okay, there's one. Let's see, let's do this way. Okay. Where the heck is it? Okay, there it is. No, that's not it. Okay, there it is. I got it. Okay, it's still locked. Okay. And then this one, we put in reverse pattern. Okay, so one's up, one's down. Just for good looks. Uh-oh. Now we're going to slide the shaft in. And we're going to turn it as we slide it in. There it is. Okay, there it is. Output shaft is installed. Now, we're done because I got an appointment, but this is just a starting video of putting it together. Okay? And let me take you through some of this. All right. Feels good too. Boy, that sounds like a personal problem. Okay, are we still recording? And yes, we are. So anyway, now this is where the spline where the drive shaft goes on. You know, this is the tail shaft. And then we slide up the shaft. This is output shaft bearing. Okay, that's in really nice shape. Those things usually don't go to heck, but you gotta check them. You know, and this one's, you know, obviously this transmission's been rebuilt, so this is like new. This is your speedometer. This is what your speedometer gear rides on. Okay, so your speedometer gear would be, you know, turning on this. This is a knurled, you know, gear. So it's knurled for that reason, so you can put different size gears in it, you know. And then it gets oiled better, and that's just advantage. Now this is the governor, and this weight will slide outward depending on the speed of the turning of this, which in turns, then it supports fluid to the other end. I can get more into that later, you know. So. And this right here, this is actually your park gear. Your prop rod will go through here, and then it shoves a bar over. When the rod comes back, it's got a little ball on the end. Let's see here. Yeah, now you can see. Well, the park rod goes through here, you know, and it comes through, and then there's a ball on the end, and it supports that, and then it causes a prop rod to slide over, and then it latches into here. Okay, so when you're parked on a hill, we'll show it on this side. When you're parked on a hill, there's a little rod that goes into this, and this is holding your whole trailer, cars, whatever. That's why they say put the parking brake on too, because this is all it's supporting. You could be in a restaurant, you could have a car on a car trailer, and this goes for any transmission. I don't care if it's a 700 R4 Chevy, Turbo 400, 350, you know, Ford, Studebaker, whatever it is. This is only little piece of metal about yay big, maybe the size of my pinky, that shoves into here, and it stops this from turning. In turn, your drive shaft don't turn, you know. That's why they emphasize using parking brakes. This could fail, that could snap off, and all of a sudden this thing will start turning, and your whole rig will roll down the hill or whatever. But that's what holds it all. And then this shaft, this hardened shaft, is the only thing that's turning the rear axle. So when you give your vehicle heck, you know, I mean, this is fighting the whole thing. So anyway, but then this is the inside here, and there's our sprague that we put together. So anyway, that's good enough for now, but you can see how clean I got her, you know. I can't emphasize that enough. But please like and subscribe, guys. We'll resume this video again, and then please like and subscribe, and you guys take care. Here's another look at it, and I'll try to stay as detailed as I possibly can. You know, if this helps you and saves you some cash, I could use the subscribers. I would appreciate that. But have a good day, guys. Love to all, and be safe out there. And we'll resume more videos. So just keep the subscription going, and then you'll get notice of it. So take care, guys. Have a good day. Bye bye.